Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Raul, and here I am. It's time to do my stash ads video for you guys for the kits I purchased in November. The count's a little low this particular time, but that's not for lack of trying, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And those of you guys who watch the channel and pay attention to some of the stuff I've picked up or whatnot, you can predict some of these sometimes. Stash is a pretty good size, so I'm not always looking for specific kits, but sometimes I am on the hunt for one or two, and this is one of them. And, I try to get whatever I can from my sponsor, Hobby Nut Models, but this one's, a little bit hard to come by lately for some strange reason. It's been out for a little while, but I just keep my eyes open and on particular versions of this particular one. But locally, I walked into Andy's Hobby headquarters looking for some Tamiya spray paint for one of my model kits. And, you walk into a hobby store, you got to look around. And sure enough, he had this one there, and it was his last one. And, it was on my list to get because this is going to be a donor kit, but this is the AMT showroom replica, Challenger, 2008 Challenger SRT8. And a pretty interesting kit, but it's a curbside. No motor in it or anything, but there's the main reason right there. So you guys, have been watching the channel and seen what I've been purchasing lately. A few months back I had picked up this resin 3D printed conversion kit from Dialex or DLX off of eBay. And, I was looking for this kit to, use for the donor kit. So, got the kit. And so this will be one of the projects that I'll start fairly soon because I really want to do one of these 2018 Demons. So, and then I understand the later kits of these, which this is, has brakes, and some of the earlier kits do not. But other than that, I understand they're pretty much the same other than some of the decals and stuff as far as the different issues, but all the plastic is pretty much the same. So with that, that's, this was pick up at Andy's, but along with that was this one, and this was one that I picked up on eBay. Same thing, just looking for the lower priced ones and just keep my eye out. And saw this one, and it was a buy it now, pretty good price. So, I got this one, and I did it kind of as a package deal with some of the seller stuff. But this literally is the exact same kit as that, just a little bit different box art, same wheels, says it's a 2010 Challenger SRT8. But it's literally the same kit, just the decals are a little different. But this one is for, the same reasons, the Dialex resin kit. But this one, he does the Demon, and he also does the Hellcat Red Eye. So there's a Red Eye hood, and there's also a Hellcat hood in here. And then the Hellcat wheels instead of the Demon wheels. So, picked this one up for the exact same reason, but I was just kind of keeping my eyes open. But, I wasn't really finding it, and I wasn't looking real heavily. But, I was, on eBay, and, I shop eBay a lot. Just always watching it, always looking for deals. And I'm generally putting kits up on there for sale every now and then too that I pick up. But this is one that I wanted, and so searched it out and found it. But I got this one from the same seller, and this is a YouTube purchase here because of YouTube, as I have the other two versions of this Salvinius Jr.'s 71 Plymouth. They all say Plymouth. I hear a lot of people say Roadrunner all the time, even though the car really doesn't say that. And technically it has the satellite hood. But whether it's a Roadrunner or a satellite or GTX, doesn't say GTX anywhere on the car. But I saw Lucas C's kit of the month of this particular one, and I didn't know about this particular version. So he did his video on it, and thought it was interesting. I have the other two versions of this, the 72 and the 71 without the Pepsi logo. And I'm a big Pepsi drinker. I love Pepsi. And I didn't know much about Pepsi sponsoring a car. Here it's one car. Don't know much about it, but it was just intriguing enough for me that was like, you know what, I need to, search for that kit and get that one. So went looking around, saw it on eBay at a buy it now price. It was a really good price and very competitive. But at the same time, it was the same, eBay seller as that one. So, got them both together with combined shipping. So that's, kind of why I went for that. But when it comes to what's in the box, the plastic is really no different than the other two. The difference, of course, is these decals. Those are those specific decals. And it's kind of an interesting blue right here as far as the hood goes. But it's just kind of funny. Kind of a Richard Petty fan. Mainly the Superbird, but I think the cars are cool and the blue is cool. But for some reason, these 71, 72 Roadrunner GTX body styles, these fuselage body styles, really appeal to me. They've always appealed to me. And I love the shaker, not the shaker hood, the air grabber hood. Gotta, use the right name. Always liked that hood on these cars, even though the race cars didn't use it. They used a flat hood, and it's for aerodynamics. And I'm sure that's why they used this hood instead of the Roadrunner hood. Even though that's a little bit more flatter, but it has a sideways facing scoops that might be a little bit of a detriment for aerodynamics. But I just always thought these were really cool cars. So I just had to grab this one, even though I have the other two. And even the first one is getting kind of crazy on what people are asking for them. But supposedly it's a real limited run. Really don't know much about that particular part of it. But just a car that I really love. So I grabbed that one. One of the other ones, I had to grab another one of these. Really didn't have to. But, one of the times I went in a Hobby Lobby and just went in there and looked around. But I hear this kit through the grapevine said that it's being discontinued or no longer carried. Or maybe the supplies are running low, so now that's why it's disappearing. But it's been out for a couple of years now. But this is a great kit. And I bought a couple of them, built them, enjoyed them. Convertible, I love them. And because of that, it's like, ran into one, the Hobby Lobby price. So I'm like, I'll take one home. So I picked this one up, even though I wasn't looking for it. But, who knows what, this can become. Maybe someday, somebody will get the 70 conversion for this to convert it to a 70 hood, front and rear bumpers and stuff. So I'd like to see, those parts become available or somebody do them in resin. I have a Johan, but I really don't want to combine the two or rob the parts from that. So, so this is kind of why this is, grab this one, while it's still readily available. So that's why I have this one. And here's the last one of my scores here. I built this kit, love this kit. Matter of fact, here's my buildup of it, which I believe I have featured on the channel. But the Shelby GT500 KR. Keep my eye open every now and then for this kit, but it's turned into one that's kind of hard to find lately. And there's a semi-secret about this particular kit, because I remember when this first came out, there was a big old hoopla about, they forgot to do the cold air induction on it, and Revell did fix that. So a lot of these kits have the regular induction, and some of them, you got to look for the boxes with this picture that have this cold air induction on it with the exposed filter instead of the closed filter production Ford box. So a lot of them have that. And then for some reason, this particular kit, you got to look for this picture. This one has it. This is the second release, even though it's really only the pictures that give it away. So you got to look for the first versions. And, other than that, it's the same kit. And it's a beautiful kit. But, I was like, I'll get another one for my stash if I find one at a decent price or whatnot. And this is another one of those eBay purchases where, I'm kind of scouring and looking and seeing, what's on there. And so this is one of them. So I picked this one up. And I'm always doing that with eBay too. It's, kind of funny. I sell some, make some room in my stash, and, keep eyes open on some other ones. And sometimes I just find a deal that I think's a fairly good deal, and I'll grab it. Matter of fact, this is the last one for this particular month, other than I did buy some paints and a few other things. But there's other stuff I did buy that's in transit to me, but they didn't make it yet. So I'll count those as December purchases. That's kind of how I do it, is that they arrive in time for me to look at and everything. And sometimes you'll pre-order something and you'll wait for months. But as it is, I've got Hobby Nut models. I have a package on the way with 4 model kits in it. And then I have 2 more eBay purchases that I just recently picked up. Those are coming. And I got a resin kit that I'll show you in December. So here it is. I've got, here's 5 right here. And that's pretty much all I got for November. But in December, I've got, another 6 already coming. They'll be here in a week or more. But, I'll show them to you for my end of December. And I don't think I'll have any more purchased because of Christmas and everything, holidays and that kind of stuff. But that's, kind of how this stuff works. I do have another pre-ordered kit that if it actually comes in or doesn't get bumped, that'll be in it too. But always planning ahead and dreaming and collecting. But collecting is part of a hobby too. So, but that's what some of these are, is, great kit. Always enjoyed it. So, found another one. The box is a little beat up, but the kit inside, I always open them because this one was sealed. So I knew it was not messed with, but it's all in there, and I looked it over and I didn't see any damage, and just peeked in here and everything, and looked carefully too, because the extra piece of the intake, it's in here. Where did I see it? It's on one of these trees. I don't think it's in the black. Yeah, speaking of, there's the stock intake right there that I was mentioning that they all have. But on one of these other trees is the other intake. And I swear it's on one of these. I know I saw it. Now that I'm not... Here it is. It's in the middle here, but you can see it right there. There's where they added the cold air parts. Right there. So if you can see it, it's like right in the middle there. But I haven't opened any of this. But yeah, it's just kind of funny how that works out. So we'll get this all packaged back up in here. So got one under that, and then these 2 parts. But yeah, the box is a little beat up, but sometimes that will affect the price a little bit, which I think is why it was marked down. And but seeing that it was actually the issue with that, I kind of grabbed it because of that. But anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in and subscribing and all your comments and everything. I really do appreciate it, you guys. And you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.